Hey, good evening. How are you all today? This is Steve from Deals and Dives. Thanks for checking out the channel. Hey, I just wanted to kind of give you guys, you've seen a little bit of what we get on a weekly basis. I want to talk about some crazy things that we've bought over the years. And I'd love to hear what you guys have bought in the past and put those down in the comments. But so we've been doing this for a dozen years or more, and just some of the crazy things that we bought. I remember I bought a tennis. It was called a tennis lobster. It was a serving machine, and I think I got the guy down to $50. I ended up selling it for $650. That was a real good deal. That's not something you come across every day. At least we don't over here. But anyway. Kind of a funny thing was we used to buy the Wilton cake pans, and as many of you know who have done this for a while, they used to sell for pretty decent money, but they don't sell anymore. We don't even buy them anymore. They're just not worth anything. But we bought over 40 cake pans from this one person, and it came in a big tub, and we were going through it, and of course there was animals and Cinderella and all this kind of stuff. And there was one pan that wasn't Wilton brand. It looked like a Wilton brand, but it really wasn't. But let's just say it had been much better at a bachelorette party, if you know what I mean. So not a birthday candle cake, but anyway. So that was kind of a funny one. My best, I guess I can't say my best. My biggest purchase at a yard sale might be one of the biggest ever. I ended up buying a house at a yard sale. I went to a yard sale, and it was right in the area that we wanted to live in. And I told the guy, I said, "Hey, are you selling your house?" He goes, "Actually, I am." And I said, "Well, hey, here's my name and number. I'd love to hear about it before it goes on the market." So I had to travel to London on business, and a couple weeks later came back, and anyway, got up in touch with him, and he said, "Well, we've already sold it to somebody else. They're gonna give me some money this weekend, and it'll be done." I was like, "Okay, fair enough." So he called me back that Sunday, and he said, "Hey, they've bailed out. Are you still interested in the house?" I was like, "Yeah. Well, at least let me come look at the house, the inside of the house, because I don't know if I want it or not." So we went over there. We checked it out. It wasn't perfect for us, but it was in the perfect area. And so we ended up. I told him, I said, "I can't give any money right now. I got to sell my other house," and he was okay with that. And so we did it on a contingency deal. Well, this was in June-ish or so. We didn't sell our house till late October. So we got everything settled in late October, and we said, "All right, we will move in January 6th." This was about 10, 12 years ago, I guess it was by now. But uh, Sunday night, December 7th, December 8th, I think it was, we were going out, and I had a bunch of tools in the back of my car. The guy was nice enough to give me the key to the house because they were out of it, and we were trying to figure out how we could decorate and that kind of stuff. And so I was going to take some tools over to the house, and my lovely bride said, "No, we're late. We'll do it tomorrow." I'm like, "Okay, we'll do it tomorrow." So I was at work the next day, and I got a phone call from the owner, and he said, "Hey, I just want to let you know the house burned down." I'm like, "Oh, are you kidding me?" So I went over to the house that afternoon, and the fire chief, arson inspector, interviewed me, and for a brief moment, it wasn't a big deal, but and they had just renovated the kitchen, and I think there was an electrical issue with that. Thankfully, we had not gone over there that night, because had we gone over there, I would have figured out I did something to make it fall down, to burn down. So, long story short, we had 3 weeks to find a new house, and we finally was able, with about 17 days left, make an offer, get accepted, and everything else. So we had 17 days to go through the financing and closing and all that good stuff, so we could still be faithful to the people who bought our house. We didn't want to back out on them. But so anyway, we ended up buying a house about a quarter mile as the crow flies. but from that other house. But in the end, we had a nicer house. Had to pay a little bit more money, but we got a nicer house. This is a nice little backdrop we have over here, and you can see it's nice and wooded. We get deer in here quite a bit, and so we really love it. But anyway, so that was one of the craziest things. I guess technically I didn't buy it, but we were awful close. We had given them principal money and everything else. So, but anyway, so I would love to hear what your craziest buy is, or what your biggest buy is. That's interesting to me. So, please put it down in the comments below. I'd love if you subscribed and followed us, and that way you get a little update. And when we post our next video, we're going to try to do about 3 videos a week. But if you could go ahead and subscribe, ring the bell, that'll give you a notification when it comes. Add a comment, give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. And hope you enjoy our little oasis here. Take care.